Thank you, Eli, for allowing me to show the audience hair transplant. This is right before hair transplant surgery, and so I'm excited because if he's around, and hopefully he'll come back, and we're gonna show the after video because it's gonna be an awesome transformation. But hair transplant again is not just about density; it's about art. And it's one of them is you don't want to what I call a cookie cutter hairline where everybody have a same type of hairline, because each of us we have our different facial structure, and what I do and I approach from an artistic point of view is we want to create a custom hairline for each individual facial structure. So for Eli, he has as you can see, our goal is to do a third and a third and a third, and it would measure with a ruler here. On average, it's around 6.5 all the way to 8.5 centimeter. Average Caucasians around 7 up to 7.5, 8 centimeter. This client we gave him a 6.5 centimeter, and because why it's proportional to his facial structure. And again, and I'm still be a little bit conservative because actually I can go down a little bit 6. We use the average height as a rule of thumb, but we do not. This is a guide, but we don't really base on the average. We base on the facial structure. And again, he has quite a bit narrow face, and so you see it slightly arched up. You don't want to go straight hairline because it doesn't look natural that way. We dipped a little bit down in the front here, so it adds a lot more characteristic. And again, if you can turn sideways here, you can see he has a slight curve backward, the temple. We want to make sure the temple is kind of almost, it flows better by bringing the temple a little bit in. And that way we proportional vertically and horizontally as well. And the no hairline is straight, so we use as a guide as a median point, and then we just dance up and down to soften the hairline and those stuff. And then the rules of thumb is once we get the shape down, we want to transplant a lot of single hair graft in the front to soften the hairline to make it look natural, followed by root that go 2 and 3 hair in the back for bulk and volume. The goal in the back for density and coverage. The goal in the front is softness and naturalness. And in the front, again, it varies from some client, but we try to follow his natural hair angle. Some could be start 35, 45, could be 25, could be 30 degree, but we want to follow the natural angle of his hair and slightly curve backward, slightly angle backward on the side as well. The temple tends to be flat and down on the back. We use mostly single hair in the temple, because the temple hair is not for density, it's more for framing. And so then that's that. And then of course the zigzag, the softer the hairline, the bigger the zigzag. The tighter the hairline, the smaller the zigzag. And the smaller the zigzag will give you a more appearance of density. However, it draws more attention to the hairline. Where the bigger the zigzag, it looks the most natural. However, despite it grow very high yield, but it will look a little bit less dense because a lot more single graft in the front with a bigger zigzag. So on average, I like to use medium or medium tight zigzag, depending on the quality of hair. The thicker hair, you want to do a medium zigzag because you want to have a more softer look, especially thicker hair. But the finer hair, you want to go more medium tight zigzag. So that way it brings more appearance of density, and because it's so fine that it's still going to look soft and natural. So that's why our approach is. So I'm excited for Eli, and hopefully you guys will stay tuned to do a follow-up, and maybe he'll come back 6 months or a year, and then we will do another video. Thank you.